My name is Angela.
My name is Nicole.
And welcome to the Ominous Stitch podcast. Hello, Stitchers!
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Ominous Stitch podcast.
Yay! We're in our 30s now of our episodes.
I'm like, I wish I was in my 30s. That would be awesome. Instead of this mid-40s junk.
Age reversing.
I'm getting like my physical in the next couple of weeks.
No!
Not excited about it. I had this like plan. I was like, I'm going to be like back in shape and like, you know, I picked up a couple pounds since being on the farm.
You are doing amazing. Angela,
what?
don't you do that. No, you're
okay,
doing
but I know. I just like, you know,
you're doing great.
You want to be in your best shape when you go to the doctor. I don't know why they like try to fool the doctor. I'm like, no, I'm in great shape. There's nothing wrong with me. Ignore all the like creaks and cracks that are happening in my body.
Be normal. You're okay. I think you're fine. You're gonna be great. The doctor's gonna be like, good job, mama.
Okay.
You're gonna be
fine. Oh man. So let's talk about what we got going on this week. So we are still on the road.
Oh my
gosh.
Driving. We're still driving.
We're in the Midwest.
The longest road trip ever.
It's so fun.
But it is fun. We're hitting all the cool spots.
I love road tripping across the USA.
Yeah, especially when you're hitting haunted roads and bridges and creepy things.
Yes.
Spookies. But yeah, we are going Midwest to like, Midwest, Mid-South. Mm-hmm. So it'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
All those cone states. I might be giving something away for movie time. What we're talking about.
I'm sure you've seen the title now, so you'll know what we're talking about.
Yes, I can't wait to talk about it. That was the first time I've seen that movie,
which is surprising because it's 1984.
Well, I'm late to the party on a lot of things, so
I'm getting you up to speed on all the horror movies.
Thank you.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it has you in stitches, Angela.
So okay. So I'm so excited because Nicole just asked me if I would do a 5K with her.
Yay!
Just very casually, very nonchalantly. And I'm like, yeah, I love doing 5Ks. I run on my little treadmill.
I know,
and
you're so good.
Like 5Ks when I run.
Which is crazy.
Well, I want to eventually get up to doing like a half marathon.
What?
And then eventually it would be cool. I don't think I could ever do a marathon, but people always say that. But like I would like to.
You would do it?
Yeah, I think so. It's
so
just
long.
to see if I could do it. It is long, but like just to see if I could do it. And this is like, I hated running growing up. It was never something that I wanted to do. Never wanted to run.
At you
never
now.
wanted to sweat. And now it's like, I like running. It helps me clear my mind and it helps me like get ready for my day. And there are times where like when I start going in the first mile, I'm just like, yeah, this feels great. I'm doing great. I feel like I'm starting to warm up. And then somewhere in mile 2, close to the end of mile 2, I start going, I've been running for a while now. I'm getting kind of tired. I don't want to do this anymore. And then like it kind of changes again around mile 3. So like, you know, I don't know. I have to keep my mind distracted. And
do you listen to music when you run?
I might watch Netflix.
Yes. Good for you.
I was watching Emily in Paris.
Nice.
That was my Netflix show.
That's right.
My little guilty pleasure. But now I've seen all of it. So now I'm trying to figure out what else to watch.
Dang it.
And I've been starting to watch the Tyler Henry thing.
Henry thing.
Yeah. So Tyler Henry, do you know Tyler Henry? He's a very famous medium. He's very young.
Okay.
But I think they call him the Hollywood medium, but he, you know, usually interviews a lot of stars. And it's really funny because he doesn't know who a lot of them are.
Interesting.
He'll know like some of the more recent ones, but older ones that like we would know.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He has no idea who they are.
Funny.
I watched him. He interviewed Jeannie Buss. Had no idea who she was.
I don't know who Jeannie Buss is.
Oh, okay. So her dad, Dr. Jerry Buss, owned the Lakers.
Oh,
and he's the one that brought the whole Laker empire in the 80s and brought it like up to what it is now. So now she owns the Lakers.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if she still does, but I don't know.
Okay.
If she still does, but
that's awesome.
Yes. And so anyway, he had no idea who she was. And it's really funny because he'll like get in the car and he's like, oh yeah, I interviewed the daughter of the guy who used to own the Lakers, and he passed and he came through. And then his mom is driving him around and she goes, you talked to Jeannie Buss? And he's like, oh yeah, that's who she was. He has no idea.
He's so nonchalant
It's
about
so
it.
funny.
I love that.
But anyway, he's a very famous medium.
Okay.
So he has a show that, you know, I've been watching.
I recommend Wednesday.
I love Wednesday.
Oh, did you watch it already?
Oh, yes.
The best.
We watched Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I love that
it.
show.
I love it.
I'm rewatching it.
Do you know what I recommend right now? I'm totally
Yes.
like not going back to my, I will get back to my
okay.
Stitch. But okay, speaking of things to watch.
Okay.
Have you watched The Watcher yet?
No, I've heard of it, and I know it's based on the true story, but I have not watched it yet.
It's very loosely based on the true
Watch The
story, but
Watcher.
something that's really cool is that when they're trying to figure out who the Watcher is that's watching their house, they start telling stories of other true crime things that happen. And one of the true crimes that came up was they call him John Graff, but we did his he's the guy that was the accountant that murdered his family because he didn't
John
want
List.
John List.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they did John List story.
Because John List is in that same state, I think.
Yes, in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They did his story.
That's awesome.
It was cool.
Oh, very
cool.
cool.
Yeah. I was watching it with my husband, and I was like hitting him on the arm. I'm like, we did this story in our podcast. We did this story in our podcast. So yeah, watch The Watcher.
Okay.
And you'll hear the John List story.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yeah. So it's fun. I was going to text you about it.
I know it was out. I know the premise. I just never really wanted. I don't know why I didn't get into it, and I wasn't sure if it was like based on the story like completely or if they kind of go off of it.
Oh, they go way off of it.
That's what I figured.
They go way off of it. So if you don't know the story of The Watcher, if you haven't been watching it, maybe we'll cover this true crime.
Yeah.
But there's the story of
true crime, was it? It was just a guy that was sending messages to the house.
Yeah, it's like an unsolved mystery kind of a thing. They never figured out who it was that was sending this one family and harassing them.
And watching them, yes. Knowing all the personal information. Yeah, that was creepy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So it's based on that unsolved mystery that happened.
Right.
But then they throw in other true crime or unsolved mysteries or things that also happen.
That's
so there's other
fun.
stories that they throw in as the people that are possibly the watcher.
Okay.
Of the house. So
I like
it's cool.
that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is fun.
I have to watch it.
So it's really fun.
Okay.
So watch The Watcher.
So you watch that while you're running.
So while I'm running.
Going back to the running.
Back.
Yes, we do.
Oh gosh. So while I'm running, I watch things to kind of distract my mind.
That's good.
But so Miss Nicole here sitting next to me was like, do you want to do a 5K with me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I love 5Ks. They're fun. And she's like, okay, it's at Disneyland. I was like, yeah, the Disney 5K.
They're bringing it back,
y'all. Bringing it back. So next year
in January.
We should have an ominous team.
Oh, fun. Yes. Well, we have to do it Disney theme. We can do like the Haunted Mansion or something.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Ominous.
We have to dress up.
Okay.
Yeah. Nicole dresses up when she does these.
Yes.
I've seen you. She's done this one a few times, and she's like done Marvel.
No. I did the first one I ever did. I didn't dress up. It was like the Lilo and Stitch one. We got a shirt, like a Stitch run. But I did dress up like the Tinkerbell one.
Tinkerbell, yeah.
I did that.
I remember that one.
And that run sucked because I had an eye problem.
Oh no.
And it was like so bad that I put an eye patch on. So I was like,
you're like Pirate Tinkerbell.
Yes, I was. It was so weird.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then I did a Star Wars one. Yeah, and I just wore like a Jedi tank top or something. Okay. But yeah, we can dress up.
I have a Princess Leia hoodie. That would be fun.
That's
I have a Darth Vader hoodie too.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll have to come up with something.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny though, when you're talking about how when you're running and you're like mile 2, I'm completely opposite. I hate mile 1. It's like death for me. And then I'm like, okay, I'm warmed up now. And then
you find your groove.
Yes. And then mile 2, I'm like, this is amazing. And
so I think that's where like mile 1 is nothing. Mile 2 is where I've have that death moment.
Yes.
And then when I go beyond that, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm all right. I can keep
you got
going.
this. That's funny.
It's okay.
And I used to do the 10Ks, but I don't want to do that.
Okay.
We're doing the 5K.
All right, we can do the 5K.
I'm getting old. I want the 5K.
Okay, we'll do the 5K.
Yay! I'm so excited. So yeah, we're gonna register for that. So if you all are in the West Coast and you do that, come check us out. We'll come say hi to us.
Yay! That would be so fun.
That'd be so much fun. But yeah.
Disneyland, here we come. Yay! 2024. Woo woo!
Oh my gosh, 2024.
2024.
Scary. 2023 just started. Oh.
Yeah. We're almost 3 months in. We're almost a quarter
Isn't
of the
that crazy?
way in.
Time is going so fast.
fast.
Yeah, mid-February already.
That's insane. So what has you in stitches?
Oh, okay. I wanted to tell you guys this a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, but a few weeks ago. I don't know if anybody else has had this happen before. We assumed something died under our house.
Ooh.
Okay. Our kids' room's in the back of our house, and it was stinky, like super stinky, like something was like rotten. And I thought it was like, oh, maybe it was some bad clothes in the closet. Maybe it was something that we just like missed and laundry. No, I smelled everything. I put my nose to everything, and I was like, nothing
It wasn't
smells.
anything that was in your...
Yeah, no. Kids don't bring
physically
food in
touch.
their room. We don't let them do that except popcorn, and that doesn't even get near their closets.
Right.
And so it was like in the back of their room. So I sprayed a bunch of Febreze, which was a bad idea because it just made it stink. Like, you know, it just like mixed the smell.
It makes it smell like Febreze.
Yeah, Febreze and poop or whatever.
Which is, that's the college, like, quick shower, quick clean. Oh, this is clean. I'll just Febreze it.
Yeah, no, it didn't do anything. I do have an antibacterial spray, so I did that too. But we just couldn't figure out. It was like the kids were already asleep because they finally got to sleep in the smell because it wasn't as bad. We sprayed everything.
Yeah.
We put a fan on in there, and we just could not figure it out. Like they were asleep. My husband and I were like scouring their room trying to figure out what was going on. And we're like, it's got to be something dead. He went outside. Nothing. He couldn't smell anything outside.
It's the Hellcat from in Hawaii.
There you go.
No. Was it sulfur smelling?
No, thank God.
Freaking you out.
Well, yeah, no, and he freaked me out because we were in the hallway. He's like, we can't explain. It's like, I just half expect this is him. I half expect seeing like some creepy little like kabuki girl like poking her head out against like out of the ceiling or the wall, you know, because that's what it felt like. Like it was just so creepy. And then an hour later, it was gone.
Phantom smell?
Yes.
Oh, Nicole.
Right? It was so scary. So I was like, dude, something came to visit us.
Something
and that was
is
not
coming
cool.
to visit you. So what did it smelled like poop?
No. No, it didn't smell like poop. It smelled like something died. For me, it smelled like laundry that had been sitting for like months, which I don't even know that smell, but that's how it kind of like came up
like
to me.
Old, musty.
Yes. Very,
crusty,
very old, musty. And to my husband, he said it smelled like something died. I don't know that smell, so maybe that's why. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
But it disappeared. It disappeared.
Nicole.
Isn't that creepy? And it was only in their room because we smelled our whole house. It was like maybe it was a skunk or something. No, we know the skunk smell that's been around actually the last couple of weeks, but it sucks. But like all around our house, we walked everywhere in our house. Did not smell. Just
what?
their room. I was like, who's visiting our kids? Like, yeah, it was creepy.
Hopefully, did the kids say anything? Or
yeah, they
like
could smell it too.
It
like,
just
before they went
but
to bed.
they didn't see anybody.
No,
or
they didn't see anything.
Okay.
They're just like, I smell something. I'm like, I know, me too now.
Did you have any weird feelings when you were in there?
No, not really. No,
Okay.
just bad smell.
Oh,
Isn't that creepy?
that's so creepy.
So if anybody out there has that same situation, let me know. Like, maybe give me your thoughts, but it was creepy.
You can email us at theominousstitch@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Every time I do that, Nicole does a little dance.
Makes me so happy. She's so good at that. But yeah, I was so freaked out. So yeah, that was my like creepy smell story.
That is creepy, Nicole.
Right? Yeah. Don't know what it was. But anyway, that was my stitch. You have the coolest stitch today, right?
Yeah. Is it time to get stitching?
Yes.
Let's get stitching. Okay, Stitchers. So our stitch this week is the rice stitch.
Which I love rice.
Yeah.
Should have made this in white.
I know. I do. Oh, I should have made it.
That's
in white.
okay.
I don't know why I haven't. Well, you know, it kind of goes on theme with the stitches that we've been doing lately with the waffle stitch and definitely the basket weave because it's kind of like
it looks
a smaller basket.
Yes, that's what
right?
it does look like.
So the rice stitch is so cool. It's double-sided, so it doesn't matter. You know, double-sided means it doesn't matter which side it's on.
Yay!
Hello, I can. You know. All right. Oh man. So I just thought we should do this one because it just goes nicely with all the textured stitches that we've been working on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it's super easy.
Yay. I like that.
Super easy. Okay. So when you're doing the rice stitch, and it's also pretty stretchy too.
Yeah.
So it's a nice like it's a good stitch.
Okay.
If you haven't done the right stitch, do it. It's fun.
Do it.
So this is how it works. Okay. You're going to chain an odd number.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
So you're going to chain an odd number. Okay. However many you want to do, odd? It's fine as long as it's odd. Okay. Keep it odd, people.
Odd. Keep it weird. Keep it odd. Okay.
And then you're going to double crochet in the third chain from the hook.
Okay.
All the way back. That's your setup row.
Just the third. Okay.
Yeah, starting in the third chain from the hook, all the way back, double crochet.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you're going to chain one and turn.
Okay.
And in the top of that first double crochet, you're going to do a half double crochet.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy.
And then that's going to become like your border there. And then you're going to front post, double crochet.
Front post.
Yep. You always start with a front post double crochet.
Okay.
So you're going to front post double crochet in the next stitch. Okay. And then you're going to back post double crochet.
Oh, you're going back and forth.
So you're flipping back and forth. So it's almost like the alpine stitch. That's right. It's almost like the alpine stitch. But the alpine stitch is front post double and then a regular double.
That's right.
This is front post, back post, front post, back post. And so you're alternating.
Okay.
And because you have an odd number, by the time you get to the end, you'll end with, I think it's a front post double crochet. And then you'll have one stitch left. Then you're going to put a half double crochet in that last stitch.
Perfect.
Chain one, turn, half double crochet.
Okay.
And then you're going to do front post, back post. So it's going to be the opposite, because when you flip it, that last front post double crochet that you did is going to be a back post because it's flipped.
Oh, right? That makes sense.
So then you're going to do front post, back post, front post, back post. If you accidentally do an even number, just remember that you're going opposite. So if you flip it and it starts out like, oh no, my very first stitch happens to be a front post double because I accidentally ended on a back post double.
Yeah.
Then you just switch it. You
don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it.
Nice.
So as long as you're going opposite of what it was before. So if it was a back post double crochet, once you flip it, then it's going to be a front post, right? So you're alternating which one it is.
Got it.
That's the rice stitch.
Yay!
That's it. So you start with a half double crochet.
So where did you leave off?
End with a half double crochet, and then you're alternating front post, back post, front post, back post. I think I did one front post, so you should be doing a back post double crochet.
Okay.
Do you know how to do the back post double crochet?
No, but I'm going to learn. It's back here, right?
Yep, but don't. Yeah, if it's.
Maybe this is a bad one for Mom.
No. Also, I have to look at which way you entered that stitch.
Okay.
So you're alternating between pulling that stitch forward or pushing that stitch to the back. Okay, so then you need to push that stitch to the back.
Okay.
Don't bring it forward. Okay, I'll help you in a second. But that's it.
Put it down.
That's the rice stitch.
Front post, back post.
Front post, back post.
Sorry, guys. We have a dog
dogs
again
here, and we have Miss Nicole's dog, Miles, came for a visit.
Yep.
And he is such a sweet dog that he has to be on you. And we have cords everywhere, and he's like tripping all over the cords. So, here comes Rosie. So she gets jealous when Miles comes and sits.
Hi, Rosie.
Oh, there we go. So you're going to hear some like banging and some tails and stuff today.
Oh, dogs.
But
doggies.
That's it.
Okay.
So things that you would do you can do anything you want with this stitch. It's very versatile and it's very simple. And it's a very like mindless thing to just sit there and.
Those are my favorites.
Do it. Yeah.
I love that.
The rice stitch. How
simple. What are you going to make with your rice stitch then?
I have no idea. I have so many things I want to do.
You chose a springy color. It's so pretty.
I did. I should maybe I'll make like a pot holder or something with that one.
There you go.
That would be a good pot holder.
Yeah, if you use like a really thick yarn.
I need to use like a cotton yarn or something. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have dogs all over your lap right now.
My life.
I think this might be a good time to take our little music break and dive into story time, and we can appease the dogs here in a second.
Let's do that. All right. It is story time.
Story time.
Story time.
It's story time.
So the last time we left off, we were in Illinois, and now we are driving to Iowa.
Illinois. Hi, Kate.
Yay. Okay, but yes, now we're
going to Iowa.
Yay. Now, fun fact, Iowa has the world's most crooked street.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to show you. Called Snake Alley and was constructed to replicate the Vineyard Pass in France and Germany. However, there's nothing haunted or spooky about it. I just wanted to point it out because it's really cool. So do you see that road?
Yeah. Why?
Isn't that crazy? And then that's the
so
view
funny.
going down it. So
it looks like a snake. It's very curvy. It's like curvier than, what is the one in San Francisco? Nob Hill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But that was fun. I just wanted to point that out. Now, I'm not sure who sets the bar on most haunted roads in whatever state that is, but apparently Stony Hollow Road in Burlington is and was named the most haunted road in all of Iowa. So that's where we're going. Stony Hollow Road.
Stony Hollow Road.
The country road is pretty short and not much to it.
Nice.
Yeah. But at night, that's when the road gets spooky. So there's this cliff and it towers a little over Stony Hollow Road. It's really dark, but do you see? I'm showing you.
Yeah, that's ominous.
Right? It's just like this big cliff right against the road,
yeah,
with some trees on it. Now, here is where you will apparently find the road's chief haunter, Lucinda.
Lucinda.
Yes. Now, the story goes, Lucinda was told to wait for her husband at this cliff. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure about anything in this story.
Hey, Lucy, just wait for me at this cliff here. That's a good idea.
It's a good place to find. Go to the cliff. Okay?
Oh, my goodness.
So not sure about, again, about the story, except that she was told to wait. So good job, Lucinda. When her husband did not show, she thought he had left her or ran away with another woman.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, no. So she was very desperate and she was very tragic and just so sad that she climbed to the top of the cliff and jumped to her death.
Lucy, no. Yeah. Aww.
And sadly, her husband did show up. He just much more later, apparently due to his wagon getting stuck in the mud.
Oh.
Yeah. Now that's sad. And again, I put this in my notes because if there was cell phones, she would have been fine.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I'm running late. Anyway.
But why would she just jump to her death though? That's
I don't
so
know.
dramatic.
Very.
Lucy.
I think maybe she had some problems.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now the urban legend is that if you show up to this cliff in the middle of the night when it's dark, you must scream her name, Lucinda, 3 times. Then if you're lucky, you will see her faint ghostly figure appear at the top of the cliff.
If you're lucky. Why is it always 3 times?
I don't know. That's kind of like the standard urban legend. Yep.
Yeah.
But if that wasn't scary enough, if you should see a rose down at your feet that's placed by Lucinda, and it means that you will also meet a tragic fate within the next day or 2.
No.
Yeah. So
that's
hopefully
like worse than the ring.
Yeah.
The ring exactly. You have 7 days.
You see a rose, you're like, nope, I'm stuck. You got
that
one.
would be a super quick movie. We should call it The Rose. Go to the cliff. It's a rose.
It's a rose. I'm dead. I'm dead. Now, sites say, though, she's easily scared away. So people who want to catch her should go alone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's even creepier.
I'm not
going alone with the rose.
No, I'm not going without you, Nicole. And we can go Lucinda.
And then you say it one more time and I'm running.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gone. I'm driving away from that place. So that's Iowa. Pretty quick story.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we drive to Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes.
Do we know anybody in Missouri? Renee?
Is she? Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. Or Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi. I hope you got your package. We're so happy to have you as a patron. Okay. Now, Rock Hollow Trail. Brittany, tell us if you've heard of this. Rock Hollow Trail. It's in Wildwood, Missouri. And it's currently a great place to take a hike. So it's really pretty.
Okay.
It's roughly 3.6 miles long and runs through a valley of forest oakland hills. Now, before the 1950s, it was called the Lawler Ford Road and was basically an abandoned road. Before that, during the Civil War, it was one of the main routes from western St. Louis County to Jefferson County. Now, there's an old railroad track that sits along the trail. But in the 1950s, a lot of young people started flocking to this isolated area because of its desolation. So, cool place to hang.
Yep.
Young lovers.
I think that's what I was going to say. I'm like, what are they doing in this desolated
exactly.
place?
Young lovers would sneak out all the time to the road. However, the rumor at the time was that some of those young people who visited the road would disappear, never to return.
No, then don't go there. That is not a good place for young lovers. Oh, silly teenagers thinking that they're invincible.
Right? Ugh. Then people who had visited the area reported seeing a man with hooks for hands lurking in the dark woods.
No!
Hooks for hands.
I don't like that.
So they called him Zombie. I don't know why.
No.
That was his nickname.
Oh, Zombie.
Yep.
Okay.
And thought he was the reason why people were disappearing.
That's like, I Know What You Did Last Summer,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
Yep. They think Zombie escaped by a nearby mental institution. Some say he lived in this rundown shack that still sat on the road.
Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, no.
Thus born the current name for the trail, Zombie Road.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Oh,
so we're going to
refer to Zombie Road.
Yeah, in Missouri. So we're going to refer to it to Zombie Road now.
Nice.
There are a lot of different stories, though, as to why this road or trail is so haunted. So much so that it was dubbed the most haunted road and possibly place in Missouri. Oh. Okay. Let's start with the older reasons.
Okay.
Apparently, Zombie Road is the site of one of the largest Native American burial mounds in the country. Burial mound.
Yes.
Ooh. Yes. And as mentioned, Confederate soldiers also used that road.
Oh.
So many people report seeing the ghosts of American Indians, Confederate rebels, and even packs of child ghosts. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Oh. As well as the tortured souls of working men who were killed in industrial accidents. So you've got a hodgepodge of ghosts.
It's like a portal for...
Yes.
Yeah.
The history there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there is the true story of Della Hamilton McCullough. She was the wife of a local judge when she went out for a nice, relaxing walk on Lawler Ford Road in 1876. Mm-hmm. Tragically, she was struck by a train and killed instantly.
Oh.
So most people think she is the one that really haunts that road.
So she's like doing all of the things.
Yeah. They think she's the one because obviously that this was an actual historical event.
Right.
So we know for sure her
definitely
soul was there.
Died there.
Yep.
And, oh, man.
But a very creepy story interview was posted last October by NBC5 News of Missouri. Sydney Stallworth interviewed Alex Matutsik. I'm going to say that's her name. Sure. Local of Missouri. In 2013, she decided to take a late night walk along the Merrimack Greenway, which is where the Rock Hollow Trail is located. She was visiting the area with her aunt that was from out of town. And in 2013, the road wasn't paved yet. So it was definitely like more of a hiking area. Mm-hmm. As they were walking, Alex started feeling strange sensations and felt that there were pockets of colder air. But then out of the blue, they heard a high-pitched squeal, almost sounding like it was from a teenage girl or a young woman.
Ooh.
And once they heard the sound, she said she felt a sharp pain on her leg. They decided to book it out of the woods.
Yeah.
But upon her return home, she was shocked to see her leg with various scratches.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Now, it's not because of this hiking. She wasn't wearing shorts because at that time of the hike, she was wearing leather riding chaps.
Oh, my gosh.
Because she got scratched because she had just finished riding a horse with her aunt. So she was wearing like her layers of clothing.
Yeah, the whole point of leather chaps is that you don't like when you're riding the horse, the brush doesn't get you.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
So she was wearing leather chaps. No layers of her clothing were torn.
Wow.
Right?
That's crazy.
Right.
Was it like a scratch, like 3? Do we know how many scratches?
No.
A lot of like paranormal people say
3.
3 scratches. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. She didn't say exactly. But she claimed, I don't know any physical possible way I would have gotten scratched without there being some kind of marking on my half chap leather, markings on my pants or socks. No tears, no nothing.
That's crazy.
Yep. She believed that whatever scratched her wasn't of this world.
Oh, I like that story, Nicole.
Yeah. So I
don't want to get scratched.
I don't want to get hurt. And she got scratched as soon as she heard that crazy blood curdling scream.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I like that one. That's good.
So that's Missouri.
Yay, Missouri.
Yeah. But poor Alex. I hope she's okay. But I don't think she's ever going back. I think you read that. She's like, no,
like,
yeah, I'm good.
But no, I don't want to go get random scratches that I have no idea how they showed up on my leg. Yeah.
Without anything else. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Creepy, right?
I love it. That was a good one.
Missouri. Okay. We moved to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I'm trying to get through a lot because I'm trying to make our way all the way to Nebraska.
Okay. Yes, I do. Yeah. Okay.
So we're going through a lot.
I'll keep my sounds and comments to a minimum.
No. I like them. No, it's fine. We'll make it a long one, whatever. Now, I'm sure by now you've either picked up on the common urban legends that surround haunted roads. I've gone through a lot, right?
Yes,
They're very similar.
Very common.
One that I've heard time and time again is that of the vanishing hitchhiker, right?
Yes.
Which we've come across in a few of our states.
We had the redheaded hitchhiker. We've had like women.
A lot of women.
Yeah, that are
the redheaded one. That's a very good one, huh?
Yeah.
But in particular, there's that of the girl who looks forlorn and alone on the side of the road. So out of pity, most people pull over and give the girl a ride.
And then she just disappears in the back. Yeah.
She vanishes when she reaches her destination. Exactly. Right. Well, thank Arkansas for giving us the actual road that more often than not reports come flooding in about this legend.
Oh,
so Arkansas. Yep. Now, even the Arkansas State Police Facebook page posted about this legend in 2019.
Oh, so recently.
Yeah, they put it in there. They said, you've seen this road. I'm going to go into it. But they went into it, and it's funny. It's on a police page of all things.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the road, Highway 365 in Woodson, and even though through Redfield and Pine Bluff. So it's a long highway area. Mm-hmm. There are multiple drivers who have reported similar tales of the vanishing little hiker girl, but there are some variations, which I'm sure you're well aware of. So we're going to go through these. First, we pinpoint one of the first reports in 1973. A man picked up a girl on a bridge in Wrightsville, and she sadly looked beat up and bruised.
Oh.
Yeah, the girl told the man she had just been in a car accident and asked him for a ride home. When they arrived, she had vanished from his car.
Whoa.
He still went to the door confused, and there he met the father, whose daughter had passed away on a bridge near Wrightsville the month prior.
Wow. That's a good story. Okay.
Another report happened on the same highway in similar fashion, picking up a lone girl on a bridge, but we know her home was in Woodson. In this variation, the girl asked the man to knock on the door because the house was dark, but a woman did answer the door. The Good Samaritan said he'd brought the girl back to her home, and then the woman replied her daughter had died on that same day 1 year ago.
Woo! I got chills. That's a good one.
Yes.
You got me, Nicole.
You got me. Okay. Isn't that creepy, though? That's really creepy. Next, along Highway 365, a man picked up a girl near Woodson this time and drove her home to Redfield. When the man exited his car to help the girl out, she had disappeared. Same as the first story where he still went to the door in confusion, and a man opened the door to say his daughter has someone drive her home every year on the anniversary of her death.
Oh, wow.
Every year.
Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, like, when you were telling the story, I'm like, do these girls do this like all the time? And the parents are probably like,
so
yeah, she's dead,
right?
Like,
yeah. That would be so sad to have to relive that every single year.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh, wow.
The last variation is really spooky.
Okay.
Here, the man again picks up the lone girl on a bridge in the rain. The poor girl was soaked to the bone, so the nice driver gives her his coat.
Sorry, little doggy interruption.
Oh, dogs. Okay. When they arrive at her home, the girl again has disappeared, but the coat is also gone.
Oh.
When he knocks on the door, he talks to the girl's mother and finds out where the girl is buried. Upon arrival to her grave, he finds his coat draped across the headstone. That one spooks me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Arkansas, you're coming through. This is great.
So all of these, I think, really do stem from this state. Like, it's creepy because, again, the police
and these are different girls because they aren't going to the same.
No, it's all different variations. Yeah.
Wow.
Supposedly, Highway 365 is also haunted by a different little girl.
No.
She will run out in front of a car without any time for the car to react, causing a collision with her.
Oh.
Yeah. But when you get out to find the girl, she's nowhere to be found.
Oh, wow.
And the reports of these ghostly apparitions and spooky activity have actually dated back to the 1950s.
Wow.
So it's been happening a lot.
Oh, wow.
So creepy.
That's crazy.
Little girls.
Arkansas. Are they, do you think it's got to be multiple girls along the highway because they're going to different houses? Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. It could be urban legends again, but I mean, they're very pinpointing exactly where they're getting picked up, which is usually the bridge, and then going to different little locations around Highway 365.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's creepy.
That's cool. Those are good
Creepy.
stories. Arkansas is winning for me today.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Keep that in your head.
Okay.
Louisiana. Across all the websites I've researched, Bayou Sail Road in Dulac, Louisiana makes the list consistently as a very haunted road in the state. And that's what it looks like, kind of. That's it.
Okay, you said Dulac.
Did I say it wrong?
No, my brain is thinking Shrek. Yes.
I knew it.
That's why I'm laughing. Dulac is the place.
Yeah. Your brain went to my brain too.
I know.
Now, similar to a lot of the other roads I've already spoken about in this series, Bayou Sail Road, and this road forms part of the Louisiana Highway 57, is another extremely dangerous road with a lot of twists and turns out of the blue while being very narrow. It's also a very long road with few stopping spots, which doesn't help if you're trekking through it. There are blind corners, potholes, and very swampy in some areas. Louisiana. Now there's the history.
Okay.
The United Huma Nation and the Biloxi Choctaw Nation. I'm going to guess that. I'm sorry if I really mess that up. These tribes are native to the region, but where they were pushed out by the French colonists and left behind over 311 burial sites.
Oh my gosh.
So many.
Oh.
Yeah. Then the plantation owners came in, and obviously slavery and abuse left a horrific scar on the area. So we have the Native Americans, we have the slavery. Yeah, cool. Locals believe all of this contributed to the paranormal activity in this region. There are a few ghostly apparitions that I'll get into, but know that some say, you're going to love this, a rougarou haunts this road.
A rougarou?
Do you know what a rougarou is?
No.
This is so cool.
Okay.
It's a beast from Cajun folklore that resembles a werewolf.
Ooh,
a rougarou.
A rougarou. I love it.
Right?
I love it. A rougarou. Okay.
It has the body of a man and the head of a wolf or a dog. And it typically prowls the swamps close to New Orleans and basically was told to children in order to keep them in line, as a rougarou would eat misbehaving children. And the other version, it would kill and hunt bad Catholics not following the rules
bad Catholics.
Of Lent. Isn't that crazy? So kids or Catholics.
Oh, I love it.
I guess if you're not a Catholic, you don't have to worry.
So good.
I know. A rougarou. Apparently, the rougarou is under a sort of spell for 101 days. Specifically.
Oh, what?
And after that, the curse is transferred from person to person when it draws blood from another human.
Oh,
yeah.
So you become a rougarou for 101 days.
Yes.
But then once you bite somebody, that person then takes over and becomes
the rougarou.
Ooh.
Creepy, huh?
Yeah.
So there you go. So some say that the rougarou lives along this highway, and you might see him. Now on to the ghosties.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. It is commonly said that there is a hitchhiking ghost along Bayou Sail Road who disappears as soon as you pull over to help. Sometimes if you are able to see the hitchhiker and you are able to pick him up, he apparently requests a treasure or even a human soul.
No!
Before he will leave you.
Oh, no.
I don't want that hitchhiker ghost.
Let's not stop for hitchhikers.
No, we're definitely
this
not
is
stopping.
Not Haunted Mansion
nope.
hitchhikers.
No, they're not fun.
Haunted Mansion hitchhikers bring you gifts.
That's true. And they're so nice. No, these aren't. Another common story is there is a lady on the road that reaches out her hand to touch your car as you drive by her, but she vanishes soon after. So she touches.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
I don't touch my car.
Don't touch my car. Lastly, The residents that are familiar with this highway say that the spirits that haunt this road, I don't know why, take the form of the faces of the dead attached to other people's bodies. What is that? I don't know. That didn't make any sense to me. I read that. I was like,
they take the form.
They're the form of the faces of the dead. Okay. So the dead ghosts, their faces, but they attach themselves to other people's, I think, living bodies.
Oh, so I would have like a dead person's face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like you turn it, look at me, and it wouldn't be your face. It would be
a dead person on my body.
Yes.
Ooh.
What is that? That's creepy.
That's creepy. Louisiana, man. That's a crazy place.
The Rougarou.
Yeah, the Rougarou.
There you go.
I love it.
I knew you'd love that one.
I do.
We go to your home state.
Woohoo! Tejas.
So this is really fun. So here, I'm going to show you this picture real quick.
Okay.
You see the
little dot?
There you go.
Dot. Yes.
That's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
Now, with a rich and diverse history in Texas, there are many, many claims of haunted roads, just like other big states, right?
Yes.
But for this episode, I had to choose one, right?
Yeah.
And I chose the rather well-known Bragg Road in Saratoga, southeastern Texas, also known as Ghost Road Scenic Drive. Yeah. So you actually see a sign and it says
Ghost Road.
Ghost Road.
Nice.
And unlike other haunted roads, this dirt road is rigidly straight for 8 miles. So there's no curves, no turns. It's straight.
Oh, that's like even worse.
Right?
Especially if there's no street lights. You're like, I'm driving
straight
into nowhere.
Yes.
Straight into nowhere.
Straight. No curves, no twists, just straight. Okay. Bragg Road was deemed ghost road starting in the early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
Because of the same eerie tale that continues today. Yeah.
This has been going on for like 200 years. Because if it was in the 1900s, that means that this happened in the 1800s and now we're in the
early 1900s. Yeah.
Okay.
Math. 120 years. I love you. I think you thought 19th century.
I was thinking 19th century. Yeah, not 1900s. Man,
you tried. Okay. You did it. That's okay. The tale is known as the Light of Saratoga. So that picture I showed you. In the early evening or late at night, travelers will drive down the road and see mysterious lights appear and disappear at random.
They're not lightning bugs?
Nope. It's a huge big light.
Okay.
It's not like flying little lights.
Okay.
The most well-known theory behind the lights, because this road once was a thriving railroad built in 1901, it was removed in 1934. A railroad employee had a tragic accident and was decapitated on the tracks.
No.
Now he is forever searching for his head, his lantern lit to help him find it.
Oh,
so this is like the haunted mansion.
Ooh, right? Yeah.
So that's what they say. Yeah, his lantern. Skeptics claim it's the lights from the adjacent highway. However, I feel like if this was the case, the light would be moving at a high speed, but it's not.
Yeah, it would be moving. It wouldn't stay.
It's always right in front. Okay.
Oh, that's
also
crazy.
The light is usually seen when facing north, but the highway can only be seen while facing south. So it's definitely not the highway.
Yep, can't be the highway.
The other skeptical theory, and I wrote meh, is swamp gas. Which
meh.
Right?
Yeah.
But I have pictures for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. On TexasEscapes.com, a few locals have been writing in with a few encounters of the ghost light, trying to capture it on photo and film, and even posted photos. Jim Adams had a game camera up and ready to go off of Ghost Road and did get a deer in a photo next to the feeder. But he also snapped the ghost light floating and streaking its way in the area.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm going to show you. I'll put this on socials. So there's a deer, right?
Yeah,
and so the feeder is right behind him.
Yes. Okay. I see that. Oh, what? That's a super bright light.
Yeah.
What?
And then look at this.
Okay.
And no one was in the area.
Okay. So what this looks like, it looks like somebody has like a flashlight, a cell phone kind of flashlight maybe thing that's shining at you. So I could see, yes, it's a lantern. And then you know how when you take video and you're moving the light, that's what it looks like.
But no one was there. They claimed this was like
nobody's there.
The deer was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was that.
Oh, cool.
In 2021, the YouTube page The Day Tripper made an excursion out of the ghost road and filmed them driving the stretch of road late at night. You can watch it if you want to. Sure enough, they did see an eerie bright light in the distance that disappeared and reappeared and moved. But here's the catch I didn't like.
Okay.
They had a spoof ending, which I was like, no. And making the light of the situation and just being silly. So what happens is, I'm going to spoil it. I don't care. They're driving because this guy it was like cool at first. He went out and he met somebody that is like a local ghost hunter, paranormal person.
Yeah. And
they talked about it. And then he's like, okay, so he had a team with him in his car at night and they were driving and they did see the light and it was really creepy.
Ooh.
And it like disappeared and reappeared. And then he's like, I'm going to get out of the car. And they're like, don't get out of the car. And he's like, I'm going to get out of the car. And he gets out of the car and the light comes towards him and it's him in like a hillbilly outfit. And they're like being silly about it. I was like,
don't ruin it.
Yes, I know. He ruined it. And I was so mad. I was like, don't do that. So there you go. So it's hard to believe if they like actually saw the light and they took it serious. But a lot of followers of that channel, that YouTube channel, did write in saying they saw it too. Like they were claimed, like, I claimed I seen it. And one person even said they heard a steam locomotive near them moving along and blowing the whistle. And this was back in the 1980s, but nothing was there.
Ooh, that's good.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm going to have to go next time I go to Texas.
So Saratoga.
It's not ringing. So we're in the southeast part of Texas?
I think so. It said south. Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's okay.
But go check it out.
I will go check it out.
Okay, cool. So there you go. Saratoga Light. We're going on to Oklahoma now.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Oklahoma, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet. Where the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, where my honey lives.
Were you in that at all?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew you'd be in that.
In high school, we did Oklahoma.
Very nice. Okay.
I don't know where that accent came from, but yeah.
Our next haunted road is possibly part of the old Route 66.
Nice.
I went searching on a map.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
I'm sure we're going to hit that in California. Like I said, I promise. I think I'm going to do a whole episode on haunted California roads because there's so many.
Whoa, and we can actually go on
I know,
those.
and I really do want to go on those.
Okay.
But I went searching in a map to pinpoint the area, and it's hard because I do see Route 66 going into El Reno, Oklahoma. That's where we're kind of going. Mm-hmm. But the stretch of road that is reported haunted looks like Route 40, which is between El Reno and Weatherford. I didn't put a map on here, but it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, we are in the area of El Reno.
Okay.
This area is haunted by one particular vagabond ghost.
Oh, okay.
One ghost. And
What's
he's usually seen, I don't know, he's usually seen hunched over in a brown trench coat and a bogey or a fedora style hat that is pulled over his eyes.
Uh-oh.
I don't know his name. We'll call him Vagabond.
It sounds like the monster in Jeepers Creepers at first.
Ooh, a little bit.
Yeah.
Big trench coat.
Big trench coat.
Mm-hmm. He is typically seen walking alone on the old highway, and it's usually when it's on a very foggy or rainy nights. He'll catch a ride with someone and usually act erratic.
Oh,
okay. Don't know if I want to pick you up.
Nope.
Sometimes he even jumps out in the middle of the road in front of cars.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Supposedly, someone reported picking up this old hitchhiker, and it was very quiet in the car. When they were driving, the vagabond tried jumping out of the moving car.
Oh, no.
The driver panicked, pulled over to let him out. But then as he was driving along, he got out of the car. Okay? Mm-hmm. So he starts going. They spotted the same man walking again after driving a few miles.
Dude.
Just down the road farther than he should have been.
Dude, he doesn't need a hitchhike if he can teleport like that.
Let me get in cars just to scare people. And similar to previous stories, someone said they hit him in with their vehicle and was a good person and stopped to check and no one was there. So he's just meandering along
with everybody.
Yep.
Crazy vagabond.
Yes. Why are you on that street? On Legends of America, Carol wrote into the website in 2005 with her own true story. While driving between Yukon and El Reno, Oklahoma, I suddenly saw a white mist run in front of my car on a clear day.
Whoa.
I slammed on the brakes as I felt the car hit someone or something.
What?
Yeah. and the white mist falling beneath the front of the vehicle.
Oh, no. That's so creepy.
Right? My 12-year-old daughter was with me and looked at me as if I'd lost my mind. I stopped and got out, looking under and behind the car as my daughter looked on. There was nothing there. This incident has haunted me for years.
Dude, Carol, I feel that one.
Right? Like your kid's like, I don't see anything, Mom. And she's like, I just saw something and I felt it. Like,
oh,
isn't that creepy?
That's creepy. I can totally just see this mist coming and then diving under your car. And
right?
Then, yeah. Oh, that's a good story. I like that one.
That is not cool. So that's Oklahoma.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good story, right?
Yeah.
So creepy.
I like it.
Okay, we go to Kansas now.
Kansas?
Yes. Now here's a road. This is the road, and it's got a bridge too. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I see. Yeah.
Just like a lot of my urban legends, I keep doing that because it's true. Thea Rosa's Bridge in Valley Center, Kansas has a few different versions of its history and why it is so haunted, and I'm going to provide them all.
Yes. I love it.
Most common is that it's a young Native American woman who gave birth to an illegitimate baby with a white man. She was so full of shame over this that she threw her baby into the creek below the bridge, drowning the poor infant. Then she is overcome with so much grief that she just throws herself in as well.
Yeah.
Because that hurt her,
gosh.
right? And drowning with her baby.
That is so tragic.
That's sad.
That's so sad. My heart is breaking.
Right? Now people hear a sad female ghost crying, Thea Rosa, which is what she had named the baby. Oh. And she still searches for her child.
Oh my God.
Yes. Next, it is believed that sometime in the 19th century, a family of settlers were riding in their wagon over that bridge when they were attacked by local Native Americans. A mother and her baby were in the wagon, and the baby was named Thea Rosa again, and she was kidnapped. To this day, the mother ghost still looks for her.
Oh my gosh.
That's the second variation of the legend. Another legend is the cavalry and the Indian tribe that lived by the creek. They had a fight and they broke out in a huge fight. An Indian woman was stabbed and dropped her baby into the creek where she drowned. All of these are very sad, aren't they? Yes.
Yeah.
Lastly, there was a family long ago, all blonde and blue-eyed. This is so tragic. Except the daughter, who had brown hair and dark eyes. The father thought that she was an illegitimate child of the neighbors. Oh. So he drowned her in the creek.
Oh.
While the distraught mother searched for her daughter, the father and the two sons abandoned her. She continues to search for her daughter until her death years later. Oh, she continued to.
Oh, man. Oh, God, don't just... Stop killing babies.
Right?
That hurts my heart.
It's so sad. The children, babies. Yep. Now, people claim to hear sobs from a woman and a baby from the bridge.
This is like La Llorona.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, exactly. But she didn't, I don't think, La Llorona killed her kids.
She did it herself. But it's still like a crying
very
woman.
Similar. Yes.
With, drowning children.
Baby.
Yeah.
Others see odd lights floating around, and many more claim to feel the temperature change on the bridge as opposed to off the bridge, and also feel cold spots.
Oh.
Yeah. There are also multiple claims of drivers stalling out unexpectedly on the bridge. Oh. Some say they see the apparition of a woman around the bridge as well. Now, the craziest claim is that if you stand on the bridge, probably at night, but no one clarified this, and call out, "I'm Thea Rosa," the mother's ghost supposedly attacks and throws you into the creek.
That's the creek. No. Oh no!
Right, that's the creek under the bridge.
Okay, don't do that.
I don't want to do that.
No. And why? Okay, so here's my question.
Yeah,
why would that happen if she's spending like centuries looking for her child
and then to come attack you?
And then
maybe she knows that you're not
here.
Her baby.
I'm going to throw you in the creek again.
I'm saying she probably sees him and she's not the baby, and then she knows that you're messing with her.
Oh, okay.
She's like, get away.
Hopefully that's it. And she's not like, oh, I found you. Let's throw you in the water again.
Maybe come back with me. I don't know. It's sad. For real though, it was originally an old iron and wood bridge, which burned down in 1974. They rebuilt it with the same materials. And of course it burned down again in 1976.
Oh no.
The bridge then remained closed for a while until 1991, when they did reopen it with new materials, concrete. and it is still up to this date, but it's being tagged constantly by high schoolers.
Oh,
you see it. There's like an article. Yeah, it was bad. It's just like the road even and the bridge all over. It's bad, but that's Theorosa's bridge in Kansas. Sad.
That's a very sad bridge,
right?
I don't like the ones where the babies die.
Yeah, and the children.
That hurts my heart so much.
It's so sad. Okay, we're ending in Nebraska.
Nebraska,
and this is the photo of the road.
What?
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
it's very rural.
Yeah,
it's much easier to report about a haunted road when there is a complete consensus across different websites. This is a really spooky tale I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
All agree that Seven Sisters Road in Nebraska City, Nebraska is the most haunted in the state, let alone country. The legend varies, but someone on Wattpad.com claims the following story actually happened, but has been hidden and buried because locals do not want such a horrific story to get out about their city. Trigger warning, this is a really crazy story.
Okay.
In 1857, there was a farmer who owned a large amount of land in Nebraska City, and the Missouri River flowed through 2 miles of his land. A farmer who inherited the large farm and land from his father, this is that same guy, was well respected in the community. However, he was not happy to have steamboats travel through his land. He even refused to give up his rights to do so, and the city wanted to pay him handsomely to take the land off of his hands, but he always said no. He would even fire off his rifle when steamboats did travel on the river because the court testified no person shall own property of the river. So travelers were allowed to go to and fro.
Yeah.
You can't own the river.
You can't own river.
Yeah.
You can own the land on either side of the river.
Right.
You can't own the river.
But he was
river
like, no.
land.
He's like firing at them, acting like he was going to shoot them. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, Alex had 7 sisters.
Okay.
And they all lived together after the eldest husband died from the flu. They constantly tried to get him to sell or give the land to the city so they could move to better grounds. However, Alex refused. They constantly bickered about this, and Alex believed the courts manipulated his sisters into giving up his land. To make things worse, the city decided to build a road through Alex's land as well. He was so enraged and filled with hatred. Now, the legend claims there were 7 hills on this property, but no, there were only 4, and there's only still 4 today. And here's where Alex wanted to show the city how serious he was. One night at dinner, he slipped poison into all of his sisters' waters.
No!
They all died instantly. He then dragged all of their bodies to the top of the hills and hanged each one.
Dude, Alex, this is stupid. You are definitely losing your land because you are going to prison for the rest of your life.
Right?
That is so dumb.
That was the dumbest
You've got
backfire.
to think through plans here.
Totally did the wrong thing.
Oh, man.
The next morning, a church group was on their way to the hills to have a Christian worship service as they had done previously.
No.
This is gruesome. When they reached the hills, they saw to their horror each sister's body hanging, almost all with their throats slashed.
Oh.
One sister, though, was tied up by her leg with her stomach cut open, intestines spilling out onto the ground. And even more disturbing, on the ground below her was her unborn baby because she was 7 months pregnant when killed.
Oh, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, Alex.
If this isn't real, even, man, people come up with the craziest shit. So there you go. The brother was convicted with penalty of execution.
Yeah.
His claim in court, he wanted to keep the promise he made to his father that he would not give away the land they worked so hard for, no matter the cause.
Well, dumbass.
Don't be sorry. Totally dumbass.
You just gave away the land.
Yep.
No.
Sorry, man. You already did it. No. Nick, so this is a story.
Babies.
Yeah, I know. This is from Nick Downs on Wattpad, and it's very convincing that this is the true story of what happened. However, Angela, you're going to love this.
However,
Cheryl Ann Fletcher, a psychic medium that visited the Seven Sisters Road, it's now called L Road if you want to look for it on a map.
Okay.
Told her story of what she could see and sense to the Omaha World Herald News. her tale is very close to the one I just told.
Ooh.
She said she did come across 7 bodies hanging by nooses from trees, but also that their chests were blown away by gunshots.
Oh.
The bodies were not hanging on the hills, but rather they were hanging above a graveyard in a wooded area. Fletcher said she could see them as clear as day, as if she was just standing there with you and me.
Wow. That's disturbing,
right?
To just, see.
And it wasn't 7 sisters, but a mixture of females and males. And the saddest part, she could see a little blonde boy hanging that looked about 7 years old.
Oh,
so it's really sad.
So sad.
She said she felt the phantom boy's chilly grip wrap around her wrists and pull her toward a weathered gravestone bearing no inscription. She said the boy introduced himself as Matthew and talked a little before parting.
Oh, Matthew.
That's sad. So Fletcher did return later with a full paranormal crew to document any supernatural activity, according to podiumrunner.com. What's even creepier is that property owner of that location they visited said one morning he looked over into an open field and saw a ghastly creature with glowing red eyes shining like rubies walk slowly toward him as if he was stalking prey.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Thankfully, the creature took off away from him after the encounter.
Oh, gosh.
Yet, for one consecutive week in November of 1968, local police were called about a monster in the hills that would appear around 11 p.m. every night. Even one report claimed that a teenage boy was grabbed by this beast and scratched him up and then tossed into a ditch.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude. No.
Isn't that creepy?
Yes.
So it's like, my theory was that if the 7 hanged people were true, and this red-eyed creature must be like the soul.
hellhound that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 A hellhound
that's kind of guarding them.
Yeah. Didn't we have another story like that on the road? There was another hellhound that was guarding.
There was a hellhound. I forgot exactly where it was. We have so many states. But there was a hellhound.
Oh, that's a good one.
The main claim by people who travel on L Road now say they hear blood-curdling screams and that they are so loud and piercing and close, but yet far away. So,
what?
Like, they're here, but they're not.
Near,
but far. Yep. Then most say your electronics will not work on the road. Headlights dimming out of nowhere and brightening again once they leave the road, and even speedometers freezing on the road.
Ooh.
Some say their cars inexplicably stall on the road. The red eyes do pop up from out of the shadows, and some hear muffled whispers in the night.
Ooh.
And there is that old cemetery close to the street, the one that the psychic found.
Yeah.
And that's apparently where the sound of bells start happening out of nowhere and can last up to 30 minutes.
Bells?
Oh. Out of nowhere.
Okay. So that reminds me of when we did our haunted tour and they were telling us about in the Victoria era.
When they have the bells tied?
They would tie the bells.
In case they were still alive.
In case they were accidentally buried alive, because medicine wasn't that good.
Right.
So that's why they would lie in wake. That's where the wakes came from.
Yep.
They would, let them, they did wake up.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would bury people alive. It was common enough that they would tie a bell.
Yep.
And if they were awake, they'd ring the bell and dig them up.
So maybe that actually happened. Isn't that creepy?
That's good stories.
So one eerie report across a couple websites claimed that a couple was driving down L Road in a thick fog when suddenly their car stalled and turned off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The husband got out of the car to check the engine, and then his wife got out to help him. They couldn't find anything wrong with the car, but when they shut the hood, suddenly creepy screams came from the distance to their west.
No.
When the screams died down, the car started back on its own. They sped off and said they'll never drive down that road again. That creepy?
Oh, it's so creepy.
The Camp Creek Cemetery, where the psychic saw the hanging bodies, is supposedly where the farmer and his sisters are buried.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
But again, she saw something different, so they could be just
Yeah.
a mixture of different farm people, but
Yeah.
who knows? Supposedly, though, hundreds of people do claim to hear a baby crying in the cemetery and suddenly stops as if the cry has been cut silent. Some also say they hear the baby's cry after the vehicle stalls on the former Seven Sisters Road.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So which one's your favorite?
I think Arkansas is my favorite.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good. Or Louisiana was also good though. The Rougarou. Yeah. I don't know. They were both good. What was your favorite?
I think Nebraska, because the psychic totally came up with that. Like, that's creepy.
That is creepy, yeah.
It's a sad story, but like to actually have somebody see him like right in front of you, like
I can't do the killing of the little babies.
Yeah,
I can't. Those ones hurt my heart too much.
I'm sorry.
It's okay,
but it's pretty creepy.
It's very creepy,
right? So we're gonna end in Nebraska, and that happens to deal with our movie time.
I am so excited for movie time. Okay, let's go. Movie time. Okay.
This week's movie review is Children of the Corn.
It's Cone.
This movie, we watched the OG. It was released in 1984 with 5.6 stars on the IMDb rating. The synopsis, if you have not seen this movie: a young couple is trapped in a remote town where a dangerous religious cult of children believes that everyone over age 18 must be killed.
Yes.
It's so ridiculous, isn't it?
This movie starts off with a bang. I love how the little kid, so there's a little kid narrating. His name is Job. For the longest time, I kept thinking they were saying Jovi, like an elf.
Because because his sister calls him Joby, right?
Joby.
That's
yeah.
right.
And it took me a minute to be like, it's Job.
Yeah.
Joby. They're all biblical because, they're going with the idea of this fanatical small town religious thing. They're in the middle of a corn drought in Nebraska. So it starts off with
just people dying,
just, like, killing all the adults.
All the adults dying.
Oh my gosh.
And he's so calm about the narration.
And it's so funny. He's like, Isaac is weird. So my dad didn't let me go hang out with him that morning.
So I was the only kid at church. I was like, whoa, what?
I don't know why this movie was so fun and funny to me.
It was good, right?
It was so fun and funny. Just like the way that they talked and how dramatic the kids were.
Over dramatic.
And then every once in a while, one of the kids would slip out and just kind of say something normal, like, let's get him. And I'm just like, you're totally out of character. What's going on here?
Well, I mean, imagine having to,
so funny.
In the 80s, have like 20 to 30 kids. Like
Malachi.
Yes. So fun.
Oh my gosh. It was so over the top dramatic that it was just fun. And I kept wanting to say Linda Blair. It's not Linda Blair.
Almost.
It's
Linda Hamilton.
One
of her first movies, probably.
Yes. And I was so expecting her to just be the badass Terminator chick that she is. No,
I wish she was. That would have been cool.
We weren't there yet.
Not yet.
This was still in the 80s. So she was still kind of like, oh, help, save me. And like when the kids come to get her, she puts up no fight. She's just kind of standing there going, ah. And I'm like, dude, no, you're a grown woman. Go beat the crap out of those kids. They're little kids. Yeah. And
push them down.
Her boyfriend, Bert, is like, what are
so
you doing,
calm.
kid? He just like pushes the kids out of the way and they're like ready to stab him. He's like, what are you doing?
At one point they're all like circled around him and he just like runs away. I'm like, wouldn't all the other adults do that too?
Yeah. Oh, I love when we get to the end of the movie and he's trying to reason with them. He's like, religion is about love and it's about acceptance and it's about, I'm like, it was hilarious. I was just like, this movie is so good.
It's so fun, isn't it?
It's so fun and funny and just good and bad
at the same time.
It's everything at the same time. I had so much fun watching it. It was my first time watching Children of the Corn,
which is
too.
amazing.
Yeah. And then, of course, in my brain the whole time, I'm seeing that adorable, sweet, amazing little kid going, "It's Cone. Cone is so yummy," right?
Oh
Everyone has seen that by now. Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, so that's going in my head when the kids are like, "He who walks behind the rose," and I'm like, "It's Cone."
I love it. I know what's funny is I didn't even think about him until you said it.
Oh, you have to watch it thinking about that kid the whole time.
It'll make it better.
So funny. And I love how like Bert and Ernie, Bert and Vicky take turns saying like, we got to get out of Gatlin. Right? We got to get out of Gatlin. Like he'll be like, oh no, it's mostly her most of the time. Like, why are we here? Let's go to the next town over. He's like, no, just wait a minute. I saw some kids. I saw and they're wasting time trying to find somebody to help with hitting the kid that they didn't kill, but they're like, oh, he's a doctor, so he has to help, right? And then when she finds the little kids, he's like, why are we in this town? We got to get out of the town. She's like, no, wait a minute. I'm like, they're taking turns saying, we got to stay in this town. I'm like, no. I'm like, there's no reason for you guys to be there. Just leave.
Yep,
but
they didn't have to stay.
They have to further the movie along, so they stay.
They had to make a movie.
And it's so over the top, ridiculously awesome, funny.
I'm so glad you liked it.
80s graphics with the weird digitized demon that comes up, and I'm like, what is happening?
It's like static.
Oh, it's so bad and good and awesome.
Let's say bad and good.
Yeah.
Now it's hard, I think, across the board. Like we talked about The Shining, to create Stephen King novels into movies, especially a short story. Obviously, you noticed that, right?
Story, yes.
So that's where it got me. I was like, they had to stretch it out as much as they could, and they did a pretty good job with it. Oh my God, though, it's so bad. But I think in the original story, the couple driving are actually like fighting all the time, and they want to get a divorce almost.
Oh,
so I like how they made.
Interesting.
I kind of like how they made this movie though. Just more of like he's a doctor going to Seattle.
Going to Seattle, yes, I did.
Going to get his doctor,
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like how they did the movie in this because I don't think there would be any other way to do it. I thought that was really good, and for the graphics of 1984,
it was so fun. Oh,
I wish they dived into that guy though more. The creature. Like I wish they talked about that more.
The demon.
Yes,
the demon of the
corn.
The
demon of the corn. Yeah, I wish they because manipulated the children. Obviously.
Okay, so now this is talking. We talked last week about the Mandela effect.
Yes.
And by the way, my phone heard us talking about that because now I'm getting all these articles about the Mandela effect popping up on my phone. Right?
Okay.
So I've been reading a bunch more of those.
Listening.
Right. Thanks, Google and and Jeff Bezos and I don't know.
Well, we'll have to make an episode soon about it.
Oh man. Okay. So this is my Mandela effect.
Okay.
I always thought that the children of the corn, they were blonde-haired, blue-eyed children.
No, that's Children of the Damned or something like that. That's a different story movie.
Okay.
Which we'll probably watch.
That was always my image, was that there were these blonde hair, blue-eyed kids that would come out of the cornfield. And so that's what I always thought Children of the Corn was about.
Okay.
None of that.
Yeah, different movie. And they're aliens, actually, by the way. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll watch that one sometime.
Okay.
But
you're giving it away.
I'm sorry. You'll get it. Oh, that's already, it's a given.
Okay. So that was my Mandela effect moment.
Just thought that was different.
Yeah.
I really appreciate how they just came off the movie with a bang. Killing all adults. They had to just jump right into it.
It's just like, and they all died. What? And it was just like, okay about it.
We're all dying.
Oh, so funny. And then I'm like, how are they living? How are they still growing corn? They have no adults to take care of them. How are they feeding themselves? How are they going about town?
What is it called? He who walks behind the rows. He provides the corn.
But so they just eat corn?
I'm guessing.
They don't eat anything else?
Ice cream? Remember the ice cream parlor?
Yeah. So, but yes, but like,
yeah, I don't know.
How do they
how
keep
long was it
themselves
again?
clean?
Was
how
it
they
like
take care of themselves?
A few years or something, or
3 years?
3 years.
3 years.
I don't know.
See, they don't tell us who takes care of all these children
now.
Take
care of themselves. And here's the other problem: if they only if they don't think anybody over 18 should be there. What if they do reach 18? We didn't get into that. What if
Amos, on their 19th birthday.
Oh, that's right.
They sacrifice themselves and they go into the corn.
So then the more you sacrifice, the more you're not going to have anybody there.
Yeah, eventually they're all going to die.
And I don't think they really thought about that.
No, because they're kids.
Oh,
you don't think about that. They're just, giving themselves over to this demon.
Yep.
that because they grew up religious, they turned that into, oh, this is God. And
yeah, well, I think it reached out to not Malachi, but what's his name?
Isaac.
Yes. I think he manipulated him, and he was the voice of the he who should not be.
Yeah, he who walks behind the rose or whatever.
I turned it into Voldemort.
Yeah.
But eventually it would have panned out to the point where they would have all died, which I don't get. So they were cool with that, apparently.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense. But anyway, it was fun. Like you said.
It was fun.
It was really fun.
And if you don't think too hard about what's going on, it's fun.
You just follow along.
Yeah.
This is a good movie to stitch to.
It is a great movie to stitch
there
to.
You go.
It's very fun.
They did remake it, which I was like, shoot, I should have watched that one too. Maybe we'll do that in the future.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do you guys think the remake is better?
Yeah, I have never seen it.
Obviously, I've never seen it because this is the first time I've ever seen Children of the Corn. And I know there's sequels too.
Yes, there's many of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many stitches would you give this?
I think that is such a low stitch rating. For
5.
once,
6?
I'm like, IMDb,
Really?
come on, you can do better. Do better, IMDb.
54,000 people rated it.
I think it's so much more fun than that.
Yeah.
I would say at least a 7.
Oh, look at you.
It was fun.
You would watch it again?
I would watch it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malachi! It's ridiculous.
Fun.
We're watching like little clips of
trailer.
It right now.
I can't stop watching.
So funny.
It's Bert, man, so calm and collected.
He's
the
just
whole
like
movie.
He's like, what are you doing, kids?
Like
he's like the one adult that is like, no, I'm an adult. You're kids.
Right?
I can shove you off of me.
And Vicky's
You're
like,
not scary.
Doesn't care. Like she's just stuck on a big corn stalk. Anyway, I give it a 5.5. I think
You would.
Yeah, I give it that rating because it's good. It's obviously very 80s. I don't know if I'd watch it again because I have watched it a few times. I want to see the new one. But yeah, 5.5 isn't so bad for it. So 5.5 stars.
So 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5 stars. 5.5 stitches.
Same thing.
Okay.
But
yeah, you can stitch to it. It's good.
But that's why I landed in Nebraska because that's where they were.
They were in Nebraska.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Good.
I had so much fun. I'm having so much fun on this road trip.
Good.
If you guys are having fun on this road trip, let us know. Please email us at theominousstitch@gmail.com. You can also comment on any of our social medias. We have all of them. And you can also, if you so choose, become a patron. So hop over to podbean.com. That is where we host our little podcast. And you can look up the Ominous Stitch podcast. And then there's a little button you can click to become a patron. We would love to have more of you guys join our little community. So whether you become a patron or you just decide to email us, we want to get in touch with you. So contact us. We love interacting with our community. So we hope to catch more of you guys.
Yeah, I would love to hear from you. And we do have stories that are coming in. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you. Kate
so
is
amazing.
Like providing us with so many stories.
Yes.
We're going to have like an all Kate story time.
Maybe if she's okay with that. I don't want to just do that. But, if you have any, we could maybe do a listener story episode.
We would love to do a listener story episode. Yes. All right. So this is another super fun week. Yay! I can't wait to hit the road some more.
Yes. Oh, we'll continue.
We will continue our road tripping across the USA.
Woohoo!
So until next time.
See ya, Stitchers.
See ya, Stitchers.